Okay, let's unpack this. Today we're doing a deep dive into the sometimes confusing world of new e-commerce sites, specifically a site called shaperlady.com. It's all about women's shapewear, waist trainers, that kind of thing. And our mission here is to use this one case to see what we can learn about telling the good from the risky.
Exactly. It's less about the shopping and more about conducting a quick digital assessment. We're looking for patterns in their digital footprint to figure out how much risk is involved before you even think about clicking buy.
So let's start with the most basic check, the age of the website. Our source material found it was only registered in April 2025. I mean, that's brand new.
It is. And look, being new isn't automatically proof of a problem. Every business starts somewhere. But what's fascinating here is the vacuum it creates. There's just no history, no track record. So you have nothing external to verify. You're relying completely on what they present.
And speaking of presentation, the product images. This is where it gets really interesting. They look great on the site, very stylish, professional photos.
At first glance, absolutely.
But when our source ran those images through Google Lens,
Let me guess.
they were just copied,
Legit.
lifted directly from other different online retailers.
And that is a fundamental red flag. It just immediately impacts your confidence. If a business can or won't show you real photos of its own products, it makes you ask, what exactly are you buying?
Right. If they're cutting corners on visuals, it makes you wonder about the paperwork. So let's look at the corporate side. They list an email and a physical address in Hong Kong.
Which should be reassuring, right? It sounds official.
But when you dig a little deeper into that address,
It falls apart. The source found that the exact same address is copied and reused across multiple, totally unrelated websites.
so it's not really their address.
It doesn't seem to be. And that's not just bad record keeping, that undermines the genuineness of their whole operation. It feels like an attempt to conceal who they really are.
And what about the company name they cite? Hong Kong Innovation Industry Limited.
A very grand-sounding name. But crucially, there's no official number tied to it.
No number.
No business license number, no VAT number, no government registration, anything. Without that, the name is just words. That registration number is the legal foundation. It's what guarantees traceability and, consumer protection. Without it, accountability just vanishes.
Okay, so no real history, copied photos, a copied address, and no verifiable legal ID. The last piece of the puzzle is reviews. The ones on their website are, of course, perfect.
Of course, but they read more like marketing testimonials than genuine customer feedback. That's why you have to look for that independent loop.
So checking platforms like Trustpilot or Reddit.
Our source found absolutely nothing, just silence.
No discussions, no real customer stories.
Not a single one. No complaints, but also no praise. For a new brand, that complete lack of a public footprint is telling.
So if we put all of this together, the new registration, the copied content, the missing verification, it all points to a kind of constructed identity.
It does. It's a digital veneer with not much verifiable substance behind it. And this deep dive was really just focused on that consumer transparency, on the basic markers of accountability you should expect. The pattern here suggests this brand is, as presented, high risk.
So here's a final thought to take with you. Think about how often you check the price, you check the photos,
Yeah.
but how often do you check the origin, the actual company behind the website?
Yeah.
What does this pattern of borrowed identities tell us about the true cost of digital convenience? That's it for this deep dive. We'll catch you next time.